Here comes Taylor with her diary and her plans, turning every awkward boyfriend into merchandise for fans. She writes a bridge at midnight, then releases it 10 ways, one for every color vinyl manufactured within days. She says she's just a dreamer with a battered little heart, backed by lawyers, private jets, and charts designed before the start. A cottagecore survivor with a corporate battle cry, the girl next door, provided there's a runway standing by. Patron saint of sales, empress of the charts, turning every heartbreak into limited edition art. Always being wrong, yet somehow always crowned a billionaire underdog with stadiums gathered round. She whispers, I'm the outsider from the center of the throne, then sells the same old album in a different shade of chrome. The world's most persecuted billionaire alive, suffering courageously while the pre-orders multiply. Drops another version when a rival starts to rise, then smiles like it's coincidence with innocence in her eyes. Their standard deluxe acoustic and recorded in the rain, a collector's box containing half the same old song again. The fans buy every press and so the numbers stay divine, then thank her for the privilege of purchasing design. She calls it artistic freedom, taking back control. The music may be priceless, but the postage takes its toll. Queen of limited releases, ruler of retail, selling 7 versions of the same emotional tale. Vinyl for the midnight and a CD for the dawn, a bonus track available from Tuesday until morn. She's monetized nostalgia, adolescence, every tear, then charges 20 extra for a slightly different rear. She's fighting for the artist with a merchandising team, making capitalism sparkle like a teenage fever dream. She dates a man, the cameras come, the outfits start to match. The internet gets blueprints for the coming emotional crash. A scarf becomes a relic, a doorway turns to lore. A 3-week conversation fills an album and a tour. Every glance is evidence, each restaurant a clue. A private little romance with a global camera crew. When it ends, the fandom forms a prosecution line, while Taylor says no names involved and leaves a dozen signs. Becomes a launch, a dinner becomes news, a friendship bracelet, industry, and strategically scuffed shoes. She hides behind an Easter egg the size of Tennessee, then acts amazed when all the fans decode it instantly. Please respect my privacy, she gently tells the crowd through 80 hidden messages announced extremely loud. She says the critics hate her because powerful women scare, as though disliking one weak chorus proves society unfair. Every lukewarm review becomes a chapter in the fight. Every inconvenience makes her Joan of Arc in white. She wins another trophy with a humble little gasp, though no one told the camera she had known about it last. She thanks the wounded dreamers and the misfits in the hall, then announces one more product before leaving with it all. The private jet is waiting, but the climate speech is sweet. There's carbon in the atmosphere and glitter at her feet. She sings about simplicity, old porches, fields, and rain, then travels with an entourage the population size of Spain. A humble indie poet in an empire made of steel, selling forest-colored plastic so the wilderness feels real. Captain of a super yacht, complaining of the gale, David and Goliath in one inspirational tale. She stands against the system from the penthouse that it built, turning every criticism into diamonds made of guilt. She dominates the culture, then insists she's overlooked, like history's most famous face has somehow been mistook. The world's most persecuted billionaire inside, who bravely fights oppression under 80,000 lights. Her songs all have a villain, and the villain's never heard. There's always some dark mastermind who made the trouble stir. A boyfriend, boss, a journalist, a rival or a snake. While Taylor stands courageous by the mess she didn't make. She's calculated chaos wrapped in innocent surprise, a boardroom full of strategy behind two wounded eyes. The brand remains immaculate, the narrative stays clean, the most authentic person ever managed by a team. So raise your friendship bracelets and prepare the next campaign. Another coded cardigan is coming down the chain. She'll re-record the record and then remastered in gold, with an exclusive voice note where the same old tale is told. She'll say she never planned it and it happened naturally, then launch it in 12 markets at precisely 8:03. The world's most persecuted billionaire is one again. Choose 4 editions before midnight ends. Victim, monarch, poet, multinational brand, the most relatable empire ever carefully planned. A wounded little dreamer with the marketplace on fire, turning every private feeling into shareholder desire.